Today on Reese Dixon, we are making this tassel leather bracelet. Hi everybody, it's Teresa with ReeseDixon.com. Today on my gift list, I'm turning my attention to the jewelry wearers, and I can't let a Christmas full of DIY gift tutorials go by without making some jewelry. I just love it too much. But I have been looking for an excuse to use these leather strips I got. I bought a huge packet of them at my craft store, and they were just in the leather aisle, and it was like down on the bottom, and it was just this big bag full of these strips. They're all kind of awkward sizes, they're not consistent, and some of them like have weird little ends, but that's why they were so cheap. So I got this huge bag full of them, and I have done nothing with them. So now is the time to fix that. I'm going to be making this adorable bracelet. So you'll need some leather strips, and the first thing I did was put them in a sink full of water overnight. That just kind of helps to loosen the leather up so that it's easier to work with and a little more supple and pliable. So I let that soak and then dried it off. And there's this particular kind of clasp that you'll need for this project. It looks like a little flat bar across, but it's actually got teeth in it. Can you see there? It's got little teeth, and you can fit something down in there, and then we'll squish that closed. This is often used with ribbon or fabric or something like that. So that's the secret clasp you'll need. And then you'll just need 2 smaller jump rings and 1 big jump ring, and last but not least, a couple of leather tassels. I got these from Reese, but they're easy to find at your craft store. You can even make these, but that's a different project. Okay, so what I've got here are my leather strips that I'm going to be using. So I'm just gonna line them up next to each other, get them exactly laying flat the way I want them and spaced the way that I want them. And then I'll take this clasp and feed the ends right into it, like so. Oh, I might have to open this up a little bit. You can just use your pliers to open it up if you need a little bit more room. And so I'll feed those, there you go, see? I feed them right in like that. And then I'll use my pliers here. I'll use my pliers to just squish that shut, and then the little teeth in the clasp will dig into that leather, and then that won't go anywhere. So now I'm gonna measure on my wrist, but you can do this for whoever you have this planned for. I'm actually gonna go around twice. So that will tell me how long, hold still. Easy to do this with a partner, but I'm not gonna make it super tight either, so I don't need to get terribly precise. But that will tell me about how much to cut off. I'll cut it off right about there, making sure that my 2 pieces are even. You can add as many pieces as you want to this, depending on the thickness that you're using and the size of the clasp. Then just like we did before, we'll put that clasp on the ends, squeeze that on in there, and use your pliers to squish it in place. There you go. Okay, so there's our little bracelet. Now, to make this extra fancy, I'm gonna add these tassels. So for the jump rings, I'll be sure and link to the video or blog post. I can't remember if I did a video. Anyway, I'll be sure and link to instructions on the jump ring, but the only thing to remember is that you pull the circle apart this way, not this way. Okay, so open it like this and slide your tassel in, and then hook that onto your larger jump ring and close that jump ring up. Okay, so then I'll take this larger jump ring and hook it onto this side. Just to the jump ring that's on the clasp. I'm hooking it onto the clasp itself. There we go. So now I'm going to add my other tassel, and this bracelet is done. Took me what, 3 minutes? Shopping for this stuff will be the hardest part. Okay, take it back. Trying to put it on by yourself is the hardest part. One thing I love about this bracelet is that the clasp is always the heaviest part of your jewelry, and it's always falling forward to be the most prominently seen. But if you decorate that clasp, then that's actually a feature of the jewelry instead of a bug. I love this. I think it is so fashion forward. I think everyone will want one, and whipped up so fast. So I hope that this was inspiring to you to make a little something this Christmas season. If you do, I would love to hear about it. Be sure and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my big ideas. I've got so much more coming. Please help me out by sharing this video with everyone you can think of, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.